The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Welcome to You Got 15 Minutes.
Yeah.
For another evening of fun. Tonight we're going to be doing our holiday special, and we're going to be doing a part 2 of our dating that we did. We talked about last episode, and we had our guest V here. And tonight we have another special guest. We have my cousin Zakaya here.
Hello.
She's in studio with us today.
Yeah.
So we're happy to be here again and have them in studio. Thank you guys. Do you guys got anything you guys want to get into it and say?
Donald Trump lost again.
Right. Thank God for that.
Yeah. So.
Well, thank you for being with us again. We appreciate you.
Yes.
Yeah, because I know you were here last time. Last time I was in Vegas. I wasn't here to experience your greatness in person. So I'm happy that. So I'm happy to have you here. And then Zakaya, I'm really happy to have you here as well. It's going to be a really interesting show. We got a lot planned as far as this dating topic. Because if you tuned in last week, you saw there was little bit, we dabbled in it a little bit, started to get real towards the end of the show. We didn't have enough time, so we were like, you know what, we're going to circle back and we're going to go through this again, because there are still some things I have questions about. There's still some things I'm sure you want to get off your chest, and I mean, you know, we want to still dive in that topic. Also, obviously, hello, Pete the Gear. It's almost Christmas, so you know, we got a few things that for Christmas we want to talk about. I know I want to hear about people's traditions. I want to hear about food you can't stand. I want to hear about the eggnog debate, because I, for one, love eggnog, and I know that a lot of people don't. So I want to hear from you guys, how you guys feel, and feel free to always call in. I don't care. Call in right now. 323-815-4204. We are here. We're live. We're a little bit late. We had a little bit of stuff. You know, we on sleepy time sometimes. So sometimes. But thank you for being here with us. First off, I want to start with my Vegas story, because Vegas was weird, you guys. It was so weird. It was like being in Disneyland and it's closed. It felt like, why are we here? Like, why? And there were a lot of people. There were, like, a lot of people walking around doing stuff, and I was like, I could have swore we were in a pandemic. I wasn't there to gamble or anything, to do any of that, so I'm not going to be, like, one of those hypocritical people that's like, why aren't people in Vegas and I'm in Vegas? No. I was there because I had family that had some stuff going on, and so I was there to support, and that was about it. And I just literally stayed in my hotel room for, like, 6 days straight. I ordered Postmates. I didn't hang out. Yeah. But nonetheless, I still got to see, like, how weird it was. And, you know, it was very, like... Then I heard people saying that they thought it was a bit much that Vegas had to shut down. Like, Vegas should have some kind of...
so they were back shut down like they were
kind
before,
of. Right? Well, they're kind of shut down like we are here. They're just, like, capacity and all that stuff, you know? So, but this one guy was telling me, like, I don't think we should be shut down. We can't survive. Like, we're Las Vegas. And I was like, but there's people dying. Like,
but I mean, when your whole economy is the Strip, pretty much, and hotels and hospitality and restaurants,
but that's the rest of the world. You know? Vegas isn't, like, exempt from being some place that relies on tourists.
This is true.
There's you can say that about Tampa. I mean, about Florida, Orlando. You can say that about New York. You can say that about everything.
Their party too.
Well, that's Florida.
Atlanta.
We all know.
Did you see that video that was circulating? That it was some party bus and it was all packed out, and they were like 2 weeks ago in Florida.
Of course.
And it was like packed,
all the time.
Like stripper pole, everybody crazy.
Florida, I don't trust anything about Florida. That's where I'm not trying to go. Vacation or not, Miami beaches, no, I'll stick going to a little smoggy ass Las Vegas, smelling cigarettes and looking at old people lose their money. I'm like, at least I know it's safe because there's a little lady walking around cleaning, but I'm like, Miami, I have no desire. It's cold.
It depends on the type of person you are.
I'm not that person.
Yeah.
I'm the granny that's like, let's just chill. I don't want to do too much.
You can go out to Miami and have a movie.
Because you're in Georgia, what is it like out there with COVID? Are they open completely or?
Yeah, they're wide open.
Oh, really?
Oh,
so do people wear masks like as much as we do out here or no? No, it's
wide
like
wide open.
Really?
Yeah.
So
there's no restriction at all.
Yeah, you could just do
whatever you want.
They're at the club. They're at the strip club.
Movies open. Everything.
Everything's open.
What?
Wow.
I feel disrespected.
Right? You're like, why can't we go to a movie?
They try to charge me $30 to watch Mulan.
What you mean?
You know what I'm saying? On Disney.
What do you mean?
It came out. Because
at the movie theater?
So they dropped it on Disney, and they tried to charge $30. If you had the membership already, you had to pay an extra $30 to watch Mulan.
Yeah, no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
That's more than, that's 2
I'll
tickets.
Be like, sorry, baby, you ain't gonna know who Mulan is.
Yeah, sorry, you're not gonna learn that.
No, we gonna watch this cartoon.
Right.
That's
live action, nothing. Right. Well, I don't know.
Then they made it free like recently, like a couple weeks ago.
Of course they did.
So y'all gonna play me? So if I spent that $30,
hey,
I should get a credit.
You should make a phone call. I need my $30.
I was thinking about writing a letter, but I didn't spend that $30 because
it's COVID. You can't write a letter. You gotta.
You said, but if I had to spend the $30, I would be mad. So. Give me Mulan for free.
Yeah.
There you go.
Off top.
You feel me?
Yeah, nah. It's... I feel like it's crazy that they're releasing all these movies that they were going to release in movie theaters. They're releasing them on these apps and stuff. And just think about how much money they're losing by only launching it on these apps. But then trying to charge $30 for it. That's like 4 people worth of movie. And it's just me and my kid. Like, I'd be mad. Like, why you got to charge me the family price and we at the house?
And then do they let you keep playing it? Or
is it forever? Or is it for like
7-day like old school pay per view?
Like Blockbuster.
I think it was like that. I think it was something like that. $30 for like a certain amount of
like
time.
4 days
or a certain amount of plays. I think it was originally. But
I mean, like you need 5,000 for kids because they
right.
That's
so they know every line.
Yeah, no, especially now because kids are gonna just watch the same thing over and over and over and over again because everybody got to stay inside. So it's like the kids are really just gonna watch it over and over and over. It's crazy.
This is true.
This COVID fiasco pandemic has it's when it affected like sports, I knew it was really, really real.
Yeah.
But over the past week, it affected the versus battle. And I really felt disrespected by the Rona because we are owed Ashanti and Keisha Cole battle.
I was ready to get some drink and cry and sing or something.
I was ready to dye my hair red all over again and go through it with Keisha. And now we gotta wait till January 9th? Like,
no, that was like the biggest plot twist. That was almost like a second plot twist after Trump got the Rona. It was like, bruh.
Right.
So now I feel like people just, when they don't want to come, now they're like, I got COVID.
I knew things was weird when Idris Elba came out.
First one.
He had it. Yeah,
right.
And I'm like,
him and Kevin Hart, Tom Hanks, they were like the first couple ones that were like, hey, yo, I got the vid.
How Kevin Hart is like still trying to make it like, remember when I was the first one that got COVID? Like, shut up. You know how many other millions of people? And he's over here like, hey, but
what about me?
I was the first one that said it.
Nobody cares anymore.
What?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
So you started a wave? Like, what? You made it a thing?
Started a Rona wave.
Tell people?
Everybody needs an accolade. You know?
He doesn't need to do all that, though. Like,
no,
Kevin
you know
Hart.
Because he's the first black guy. He's like, me and Tom Hanks. You're the first black guy. So it's like, oh, okay.
Accomplishment.
Right, right. I made it. Mama, I made it.
I feel like
me and Tom Hanks.
Right, we got a thing. We were the first two. It was us.
Well, since it is Corona Christmas, let's just jump into Corona Christmas because it's going to be a different type of Christmas. First of all, are we getting like gift giving? I have questions. So this year, has your gift giving changed? Like, no. It hasn't changed. You're still going to go on about your same thing? You're not buying hand sanitizer?
What? Of course.
You're not buying toilet paper?
Oh, I got a lot of that.
But are you giving it away for Christmas?
Nah. What?
Is that a bad gift? Would you be offended if someone got you toilet paper?
You know what? You know what? It depends on who it's from.
Or does it depend on the brand of toilet paper?
It depends on if it's 2-ply or not.
Because I'm going to get you that.
Yeah, somebody give me that. I'm feeling disrespected if you give me 1-ply tissue. Like you so want me to have boo-boo on my fingers?
0.5 ply. Here you go.
Yeah, nah.
Do you feel like people should be giving better gifts though because it's the Rona and you should be spending your money wisely, and instead of just blowing money, giving gifts away, like, oh, I'm gonna just get you this because whatever, like maybe you should put more thought into your gift to get a gift of more value, because the future's not promised. We're in a pandemic.
You know what? I think at this time, this is the era to go back to making gifts. You know what I mean? But putting effort into things, even if it's an art piece or a painting or something, or you know what I mean, something like that. You know, of course, especially kids, they're gonna have their I need this. Like, they see a commercial and they gotta have that. But at the same time, I think this is the time that we could really take or find a learning moment and not only teach our kids, but kind of teach ourselves to get back to that. You know?
True. Like handwriting cards.
Yeah.
Remember when people used to do that?
That's boring though for me, particularly. It's cool. You wrote a little poem and what have you, but I'm more like if somebody
what if they made
molded
you a
me
card?
Something or made me a cup like a mug or something or something. I'm more that type
of. This nigga want fancy gifts.
No,
mug,
handmade
mug.
I told you he's fancy.
That's just my love language.
It's fancy shit. My love language is fancy shit.
I like hands-on stuff. You feel me? That's
He wants you to put some
effort. What he's saying is he needs a PS5.
That too.
That's what he's saying. He said, "So I'll take a PS5.
Yes,
some shoes, and
I don't like people that buy shoes for me because a lot of times they pick out shoes that I wouldn't wear."
See, and that's another thing. I feel like gift giving is so crucial to the level in your relationship. Like whether you're in a friendship or it's your brother or sister or it's like the person you're with. Right. If I've been with your ass, no matter what the relationship status, I've known you for 10 years, we've been together for 10 years, or you've been my sister for my whole life, and you give me a shitty gift, I feel like you haven't paid attention to me enough to know. Like I had a boyfriend that got me the shittiest gifts, and I spent a good amount of time with this man, and he got me the shittiest gifts, and I was like, you bought me things that I would never buy in real life. You bought me things that I don't even look at, like things that are like, why would you get that for me? Like I'm allergic to oranges and you bought me a jug of orange juice. Like he would do shit like that, and I'm like, you know who I'm talking about. He ain't watching, so I ain't tripping, but he would buy me shit that it was not me. And I used to have an aunt as a child who, I still have, she's still my aunt. But as a child, she would buy me gifts that was still my aunt.
But as an adult,
she'll buy me gifts. But she's not my aunt. Yeah, as an adult, she cool, but you feel me? She would buy me gifts that were like way beyond my age range. Like she would buy me things that I would not wear as like a 12-year-old. It was
she
like
wanted you to grow into them.
I don't know, but it was like sweaters for like
no.
But this was like sweaters that your grandma would wear, and I'm literally 10, and you're buying me like just things that were like, why does it have like lace and little stuff on it? Like you bought it in the grandma department, and you got it for me.
That's how she wanted you to dress.
But I'm not that.
Stay woke.
She wasn't even. I guess. But her kid didn't even dress like that. So why should I dress like that?
Because she wanted you to dress like this.
And like I said, that was a shitty gift. All around, you've proven it was a shitty gift. And I feel like if you're just going to continuously give me shitty gifts that have nothing to do with me, and they have, like, I'm not going to, then what was the point?
Right.
Because if I'm giving you the gift for you to enjoy it, and for it's something like, oh, I know you like this, I'm going to get this for you.
I want you to enjoy it.
Then I feel like, yay. But if you're getting me something that's like, I think you should wear that, and I'm just going to keep getting you shit that you're not going to wear every year, and every year I'm going to be like, what's the point? You've wasted your money, and I don't appreciate the effort.
I used to get
what was your worst gift you ever got?
The worst gift I ever got. The
As
worst gift I ever got was something to me, but for the person that was giving it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And you knew.
That's disrespect.
You knew, yeah.
Yeah, you don't get no like air fryer. You feel me?
Hold on.
Yeah. A gift for you, but we're both going to benefit from it, but it's really for me?
The man like that is like a little ghetto chef.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, though. I would be using it.
Yeah. But it's not really for you.
Yeah, it wasn't for me.
Because it's something in her Amazon box that she's been looking at for the last 6 months and was like, oh, look, it's on sale. I'm going to get it for him for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
And then I'm thinking like, I'm going to get like...
You might as well pay one of my bills or something.
Yeah, not just that, though. I'm thinking like, okay, now I'm going to get some little like fried pieces or something like that. They going to use it for me. You know what I'm saying? But instead, I come to the house and they already eating, dipping some shit in ranch. You know what I'm saying? Where mine at? No, you only made a single batch? Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of how it went. So, of course, I was using it, but like I said, it was more for them.
They was flexing their frying skills.
Yeah,
it wasn't you wasn't dipping as much as they were.
Nah, not at all.
Have you gotten a bad gift before? Like, what's your worst gift you've ever gotten?
Worst gift ever.
Ever. You've gotten all good gifts? Are you one of those random lucky people?
Yeah,
You got something. Somebody that gave you a bad gift.
I'm pretty appreciative.
That's
I'm
good.
easy to please.
So you never got bad. See, you're lucky. What about you?
Mine was a T-shirt that said, "Everyone loves an Irish girl."
Who's Irish?
Oh, come to find out, I am, but that's neither here nor there, you know. But that's just a little wee bit. But
yeah, okay.
It didn't resonate.
I wasn't finna be.
Wait,
walking
the best part is that her birthday's in June.
Yeah, and my birthday's in June.
It's not even in March like mine.
It was a St. Patrick's Day shirt. I'm like, my last name is Green, so I'm like, you had so many options.
Right.
You could have went in all kind of directions, and you were like, everybody loves an Irish girl. And that was when the shirts were hyped. They had the black girl option.
You know what?
I got the Irish girl.
I'm going to play the devil's advocate in that because...
He was trying with the green.
As a man, I've purchased gifts that a female wasn't too fond of. And one time it was flowers. So, exactly. So, yeah. Now all y'all leaning back. Yeah, exactly. This is what I'm saying. Some people, some females especially, don't get down with certain
I'm like,
gifts.
where the chicken wings at?
Flowers, though. Flowers is like the most OG, most
like
respected
flowers,
form of like, hey, I like you. And she didn't like the flower, or she didn't like the gesture.
The
actual flower, like she
the
wanted
flowers,
roses instead of tulips or some bullshit like that.
Like I don't fuck with
Well, she wasn't the one anyway, because that's burnt the fuck out. Sorry.
Yeah, my thing was
unappreciative.
That's
my thing was
like,
flowers is
everything
a
I just
symbolic
said.
gesture
You better
anyway.
take these tulips and
Yeah,
shut up.
Threw them at her.
Yeah.
I ain't that
me.
savage though. I ain't that savage.
I
But
would've.
like that taught me a lesson though. That taught me that everybody don't get down with the same.
Or that ungrateful
love
girls
language
don't
and
like
hidden
flowers.
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
women don't know what
Them connections
chivalry
ain't-
is.
Them connections ain't making
I don't
it.
know. I've never heard of a woman declining flowers unless you did some fuck shit and she's like, I'm not going for these little flowers. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Like,
well, this
that's
situation
kind of
wasn't
wild.
even like that. It was literally just flowers. Like,
Yeah, like a
everybody
gesture.
know I don't like flowers. Like that kind of thing. Yeah.
Who doesn't? Well, that's weird. Her brain didn't work right because I don't
Well,
know.
To
maybe
me,
it's
to me,
flowers.
that was kind of like them people who be like, "Oh, I don't drink water."
I don't trust people
That don't
like
drink
that.
water.
And you said it out loud.
Yeah,
you better
nah.
do that in your
We're not doing
spare
that.
time.
Yeah,
Don't be
yeah.
saying that out loud in front of me. I'll be like,
To me, that's the same thing. Like,
I
what are
feel like
drinking?
you stink. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there's
Yeah, there's
all
so many
kinds of
other things wrong.
that-
Yeah, you got cavities. Like
A lot. Yeah. Okay, well, is it wrong to re-gift a gift that you don't necessarily like or want? Is it wrong?
Nah, as long as you don't give it back to the nigga.
Of course, you don't give it back to the person that gave it to you, or their mama, or somebody that's gonna be like, "Hey, look what I got." Obviously,
Yeah,
but is
don't
it
do
wrong?
that.
Because some people think it's just like you stick with the gift, you just suck it up.
Nah, that don't
Would
mean,
you
I mean,
re-gift something? Have you re-gifted?
No, I've never personally never re-gifted anything.
Have you re-gifted?
Absolutely.
It ain't no thing. It ain't no thing.
Yeah, I'm
saying.
getting rid of
I
it.
think
Yeah.
I've regifted, but it wasn't like. It was more like, I don't like this, but I know you'll like this. Not really like, let me wrap this up and disguise this as another.
No.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
happy
giving it to
birthday!
somebody
Like,
else who
nah,
will enjoy
you
it.
know,
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
foul. Maybe,
No.
Or maybe if you get them something else too, and you're like, okay, let me throw this in there. I had this in mind, and I've been wanting to give it to you. Now it's your birthday. So but
I
like,
feel
if
like
you
any
just,
one of those is better than throwing the gift in the trash.
That's what I feel like too.
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like when people get offended by the re-gift, I feel like it's better than not using it because then I've really wasted your money.
But
Like,
see, some people they give the sucky re-give because it's just like, oh, you got me the, like, whatever, the fuzzy socks. It's like, oh, okay. Somebody else is
A
going to give
Pez
the fuzzy socks.
dispenser.
Yeah. And then it's like you gave that to someone else. Unless
right.
it's like, oh, they would like this. You foul. Unless you know.
yeah.
Like, oh, they would really enjoy this. I don't like this, but they would like this. But people be like, oh,
You,
happy birthday.
yeah, no.
You smudge your name on.
Right, then we just switch a bow out and just change the thing. But
Literally.
No. Okay, so other than gifts, what about eggnog? Does anybody drink eggnog? Do you drink eggnog?
I'm anti-nog.
I'm anti-nog too, unless it's got like Henny
alcohol in it.
Yeah, if it's got Henny in it, I'm drinking it for the alcohol. But
I'm team eggnog.
I got the chills just thinking about the eggnog.
I'm team eggnog.
Ew.
So what do you drink during Christmas time that gives you holiday? Do you drink cider?
I drink hard liquor.
Oh God.
I'm talking about non-alcoholic drinks.
Yeah. Oh,
do you drink like apple cider?
Yeah,
hot chocolate.
That's my thing.
Just hot chocolate?
Tea.
Yeah, I'm
you
on
drink
apple
tea
cider.
anyway.
I'm on apple cider.
Hello. I just made a fermented honey, ginger, garlic,
You lost me with
lemon
fermented.
zest.
Yeah, exactly. She lost me at fermented too. I said, nah, I'm cool. I don't need no kombucha blend.
She got me a ginger and
Look,
garlic.
see? I'm like,
Yeah, I heard of it,
sample.
but fermented.
Nope.
I'd like a sample.
I don't. Sorry, no offense. It just has ginger.
It's
I don't
just
like ginger.
sitting in honey.
I don't
it
like
just
honey.
ferments naturally because of
It's two things I
the
hate.
preservation. of
Fermenting and
the
honey.
ancient,
What about
nectar.
garlic? What about ginger?
I don't like
Oh,
ginger.
I do both of those.
Wow.
But I like
both of
garlic,
those.
but I don't like ginger.
Well,
Okay,
it
well,
tastes
both are
like
garlic.
I do
Garlic
it
turmeric.
is
tastes
really
like
good.
pho broth. I mean, it smells like pho broth, but it hits because it gets you activated and cleared up. But it's supposed to be good for your immune system. And I watched
like-
some videos
Absolutely.
on YouTube, and then we were at the store actually, and then I bought the stuff, and then I made it, so it worked out.
Right.
And I've been drinking it. So I made it so I could add it with tea or just add hot water and drink it as tea.
Okay.
So I don't know. I realized that I just love it. And then I was like, this is so good. It smells
Ew.
like garlic. And I just smell weird, but
okay,
it's cool.
it's okay.
Yeah. I'm like, this is awesome.
You sound like
You could do some
you
mouthwash.
You bought a foot onto that Bizarre Foods train.
That's one of my favorite shows.
Mine too.
See?
But I ain't eating no bull testicles and nothing weird like that.
You're not eating that. What do they call that?
That's what they eat on there.
No, it's called
I don't know, but it's called I'm Not Eating It.
Buffalo something.
Whatever it is, I'm good.
They have a name. No. Mountain oysters.
Oh.
Burnt out.
Nope.
Super
Oysters.
nice.
Two things I'm not eating.
Buffalo
Bull balls
testicle.
and oysters.
Buffalo testicle is mountain oysters.
I'm
Bizarre,
okay.
bizarre food that.
Yeah, nah. See,
Disrespect.
and that's what I don't want to see is Bizarre Food Christmas edition.
Eggnog.
No,
That's
it's not.
what-
Eggnog is
The raw eggs in
amazing.
there.
Right.
Eggnog is amazing,
That is a
hot or
bizarre
cold,
food.
without liquor or with liquor.
Hot or cold?
Bless.
I just said. She said.
Don't eggnog
I
have
could
raw eggs in it?
I could
Yeah.
smell that simmering in somebody's crock pot right now.
If you don't put it in
Egg.
crock pot, you put it in the microwave.
Oh,
Oh no.
that thing gonna come out scrambled. and
No,
over
it's
here.
not. You put it. Don't act like
like
you
an
didn't
eggnog
work
muffin.
with me and make stuff with eggnog. Don't act like you didn't.
I wasn't drinking.
Doesn't mean you were drinking it, but you know that it can be made. Is my point. You're acting like you've never
drinking
heard
it.
of it being hot.
Look, what,
You just didn't drink
what,
it.
What those genre folks want is not my business.
Well, this
I
genre,
came
folks,
to do a job
liked my eggnog, and I
Hot?
like it hot or cold
with extra.
They was
cinnamon.
coming in
with
like
extra.
I want Chi to make it.
No,
You don't.
you don't understand. Hello.
She got your.
I don't trip. I got it. Shout out to Lacey because she fucks with my eggnog. She knows what I'm talking
Shout
about.
out to Livian. Shout out to Mikey.
All
shout
them.
out to JP5.
Yeah, him too. But they don't fuck with eggnog like me and Lacey.
Yeah, no.
That's my
I was
point.
talking about to my beverage makers.
Yeah, beverage makers. gang beverage makers. But I still am gonna be eggnog till I die. I don't care. Nobody can convert me, and it tastes amazing. It's nice and thick. And both of you guys, it's
I
thick.
see your both
And
words.
it's nutmeggy and cinnamony.
It's horrifying.
It is.
I like cinnamon, but
It's remarkable.
Is it frothy?
it's
can
the
be. If you
texture
shake
in the
it
raw
up,
egg.
you gotta
You
like,
can't, or if you no,
And then it,
but it's
like,
not like
it
frothy.
gets that
frothy.
milk froth at the
Yeah.
top.
Okay, enough
That
of that.
raw egg froth at the top.
It's not raw.
it is raw egg froth.
Whatever. So let's give the people what they
Let's
probably want,
get
and let's get into
into it.
the dating. Let's get into that. Go ahead and start us off.
Okay, so I have something that I was discussing earlier that I want to round table with y'all. So,
get my mouth ready.
If you were to catch, say your best friend's mate, your best friend's boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, cheating, would you tell your best friend, or if it was like your parents, or like, you know, someone relatively close to you in like loyalty, would you tell them if you personally saw it happen? Would you tell them?
I'm gonna let y'all go ahead and take the lead on that.
So if me and her were in this situation, I'm telling. So quick. It would kind of depend on what I saw, because I'm not going to run my mouth for something that I'm not for sure is happening, because just because you're speaking to somebody, or you're in a car with somebody, or even if you're eating with somebody, doesn't necessarily mean that something is wrong and that person is being foul. But if I saw full blown and it was happening in my face, I'm walking up to you. Hey, how you doing?
Right.
Where's Jocelyn? I'm doing all that extra shit.
Homeboy sitting at the table.
Yeah,
like
I'm doing all that. I'm doing all that.
How we eat?
All of that. All of that. Hands down. But if it is just I can't tell what's going on, I'm still gonna make my presence known. I'm still gonna walk over there, but I'm gonna walk over there like you're not doing anything. Like, why should I suspect? Why should I suspect you to be doing anything? And how you carry yourself from the moment you see me is gonna tell me if I need to worry or not.
Yeah, that reaction.
You get me? So that's how I would approach that. But I mean, if I see some shit going down, best believe I'm walking in that thing with my camera on. Like, hey, best friend.
Oh, you burnt.
I'm videoing from 50 yards back and walking in like, hey, blank, how you doing? Where's Jocelyn?
That's exactly what I said I'd do. I'm like,
so is this where you be when you tell your girl that you at working late hours?
I said the exact thing. I'm like, I'm pulling out my phone. I'm getting on video chat.
Real quick. Real quick.
Right here. Yeah. Look at that. I said, no, really? I'm finna walk up like I'm your girl. You finna get super pressed. She finna be nervous. Like, who's this? And he'll be like, my girl's best friend. Like, right.
Oh, so you do know.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm coming up like, who's this? I'm like, blow up the whole
who's that?
Right. Like,
who's that? You know what's crazy though? Because I feel like you kind of got to gauge the person that you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, they can gauge these nuts.
Because you may think like, yeah, I'm gonna give this person some information, and then they might already know, but
that part,
the fact that you telling them now is infuriating.
Oh, you're talking about that way. Oh, okay.
Because you know now.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I'm mad.
Public embarrassment.
Yeah, I'm mad now. How dare you come in my situation and think you about to tell me some shit?
Yeah, but you're my best friend. It's not like I'm just telling a person that I know.
It don't matter. You wanted him. So this is why you're trying to break us up now.
Ooh,
I don't know if that's how best friends are going to operate necessarily per se.
I'm not saying every best friend. I'm just saying you got to gauge the person that you're dealing with, because sometimes the desired response is not the actual response.
So you're telling me that because my best friend might get embarrassed, I shouldn't tell her nigga ain't shit?
Not embarrassed. And I'm not saying that you don't have to tell them. I'm just saying that, like, for me, okay, if I had a homeboy that I knew, like, he know his girl is cheating. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know. You know, I just kind of, but I know he complain, or he might have issues, or he might be like, man, every time I like even stand next to her phone, she on some like, oh, let me get my phone, like, you feel me?
And then you confirming his thoughts just pisses him off.
Yeah, or it could put him in a bad position mentally. You know, this might open up the door to some kind of depression or something.
He might be triggered.
Yeah, triggered, exactly. So my thing is, if you know, if you're gauging the person that you're dealing with, whether it's family, homeboy, whoever, you know what I'm saying, and you know that they're that type of person, then when you tell them, you're not telling them like, yo, I seen your girl tonguing another nigga down. It was crazy. Like, you're not gonna tell them like that. You're gonna be like, hey, bro, I think you need to focus on you. Like,
I see. You're gonna finesse it a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna start.
I think you should just do you.
I think that's a man thing.
Yeah,
because women don't operate like that.
Because they don't want to break nobody's heart out here. They already know. They know how it hurts. So that's what I feel like. They don't want to be the one. And then that's like the reverse bro code of like, I can't just blatantly tell you like this is what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean that too. But it's like, what if you got an extra violent friend? And you know they going to jail.
You already know, right?
Don't tell them that specifically. You know what I'm saying?
But then, do you want to run the risk?
This dude, he was beating your girl down.
But do you want to run the risk of him knowing that you know and you didn't tell him? The crazy guy that's been to jail, who's gonna be like, "My nigga, you didn't tell me my bitch was fucking old boy."
Now check this out, because first of all, I ain't got nobody around me I can't handle.
Maybe not you, but in general, whoever it is, though, because do you want to run the risk of looking like a disloyal friend?
No, because I'm not disloyal. I told you off top to do you.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that you saw my bitch getting fucking digged down in the corner. You didn't tell me that. You just told me to leave her. That's not the same thing.
Did you need all of those?
Yeah. Because what if that would have been...
Did you need the information to do you?
What if that would have been the strike that hit the camel's back now is now my people around me the people around me for real know, and now that you're coming to tell me is what's going to make me leave. But you not saying anything and then him finding out, dang, all y'all knew this? And for me, it was just a hunch, but all y'all knew and nobody ever thought to confirm it? Y'all ain't shit.
You worry about the wrong shit, brother.
I'm just saying, though, because if I'm supposed to worry about how they're going to go into a depression, I'm serious, though. If I'm supposed to worry about how I'm approaching somebody and if they're going to go into a depression and how it's going to affect them and if they're going to go off on me and if they're going to think about now they're questioning me and I'm the messenger and they're mad and whatever, all that shit, why wouldn't I think about, do I look like a bad friend? Is this nigga gonna be mad that I didn't tell him that the woman he lives with is fucking the neighbor?
When I give him that do you information, it's gonna.
That doesn't translate the same though. Those aren't the same words.
Oh no, me and my niggas, it
that's
translates.
you, but that's not the rest of the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
that's not the rest
of
the world.
When you got friends, you know how to communicate. You and your friends can talk without even saying a word.
Sometimes,
you know what I'm saying?
Certain people.
So if I tell one of my homeboys, bro. She's not.
That's why I said I think that's a man thing. That men talking.
He gonna be on some he gonna go home.
So
and if he love her, you know,
cousin? You gonna tell her no?
That's tough.
It depends. I like to stay out of drama, so
I heard that.
Yeah, I leave off what doesn't concern me. So
just keep it pushing.
You know what I mean?
But what if you saw it and then someone asked you if you knew? Would you lie? To keep yourself out of the drama? Or would you tell the truth to be the honest person that you are trying, you seem like you are, that you're like, I want to stay out the drama, but if they straight up ask you, are you going to lie and say, I don't know?
And this is like my best friend or something?
Mm-hmm. Like close family.
Because the scenario was cousin, best friend.
Aunt,
so
my family is different.
So is your best friend considered, do you consider your best friend your family?
No.
So you wouldn't tell?
My family is like somebody that's blood related.
Yeah. So you wouldn't tell if it was your best friend? If you blatantly saw her husband cheating on her and she said, did you know? Would you lie?
I might lie.
Yeah, I would lie.
You gonna lie to me?
I'm gonna keep it real.
If you were married,
your demeanor, I totally see you being there like,
look, nothing.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Y'all. Which means I know, so y'all need to figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like it's a deeper thing going on, and me knowing or me not knowing doesn't negate the fact that you guys got some dysfunction going on. Yeah. You guys need to get to that. But I don't like being in people's. I don't do it.
Yeah. I'm telling. Sorry.
Hey, some people love the drama though.
But that doesn't mean that people love the drama though. But that also means I'm not gonna let something happen. I'm not gonna let her walk around looking like a whole ass idiot. Whether it's my business or not. Yeah. And I know from the moment I started talking to her, she's not going to let me do that either because she snitched somebody out when we wasn't even that close.
Deep down, you know, I feel like you know anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
You always know.
But people don't always know.
Nah, and that's what I feel like it's a
people don't always know.
All right, so what about when you tell her and she go right back?
Then then she goes right back. Then that's that. But if it's the first time that you found out, concrete, I just found out that shit is really true, then maybe that is, at least in my mind, if I had the hunch and was just thinking it and didn't really know, and she came to me and was like, so it's for real, I saw it with my own eyes, I'm going to be like, all right, it's going to hit me like when your mom is telling you, you need to leave that girl alone. You need to leave that man alone. You need to quit that job. It's going to hit me the same way. Like, it's for real because you saw it. And she's not going to go out of her way to tell me some shit for no reason. And if you knew this whole time and were just telling me, the conversations would be different because I would already feel like my best friend knows. She knows for a fact. She saw it. You get what I'm saying? And then at that point, it's, how are you going to handle me going back? Then that's y'all business. You went back. I told you I saw it. You want to go back? Okay, that's you. But to not tell me and let me be in limbo about it and be like, I don't really know. And for me to come to you as my friend, I don't know what's going on, blah, blah. And you're sitting there like, bitch, I know, and not say anything, that's foul to me.
And I think, too, it depends, like, if they do say something, if they don't say anything, like...
Yeah, if I'm not blatantly asking you
know, but then I feel like when people get held accountable, that's when the pressure gets on, you know? Like, once somebody blatantly asks you, you're like...
Oh, shit.
And then I feel like if they're really your friend, they're going to know, like...
I'm not toxic, y'all toxic. Y'all the ones that's toxic.
Right. That's what that happened.
My name is Benny. I'm not in it.
Hey, that's the most.
I just don't want to feel lied to. That's my thing. You can stay on my business, but if I ask you a direct question,
straight out of your
don't ask. I mean, if I ask you, I don't feel like you should lie to me. That's my whole thing. Is like, because then I feel betrayed on both sides. If this nigga's lying to me about what he's doing or whatever, and is, you know what I'm saying, and then you're lying to me too. Now
I'm gonna hit you with the I don't really know because I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then maybe you could get the first honest strike, like, okay, you tell it honest, but then I feel like it gets sticky once, like you said, if they go back, then it's like, okay, so I saw it again, now it's like,
whatever. Right. Yeah, then you just going about your business.
Then it's like, okay, well, I did my due diligence.
Yeah, exactly.
Now it's whatever.
Whatever.
Now
Exactly.
Like, okay, you know?
Exactly. But it is a wild subject in general, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is like one of those things where it depends on the type of it depends on the person. Like, you're saying it's only your family. You're like, I don't even need to have those words come out of my mouth because I'm gonna just tell you to leave the bitch. Well, he left the party. And then you're on some like, I'd probably tell, but it would depend on how you would tell. And then I'm telling.
It depends on the situation, because it's like,
it depends on the situation.
I mean, it depends on the situation. If it was my first knowing it happened, I'm telling. That's what I thought the question was like,
yeah, no, definitely. Like,
you see it, and I know it's happening, not that limbo. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, the limbo is like, well, maybe I'll just mind my own business. But if I see make out, I'm
you know when it's like
I'm running up. Like,
you know when that line's been crossed, you like, oh, that ain't no sister. You like, okay.
If he doing all of that, what he's doing in the dark is it's gonna come to the light.
Yeah, and it came to the light, and I seen it. With my own 4 eyes. I was like, oh, I seen it. But hey, I don't know. You know. And then right now I feel like too, the whole like people, it's hard to trust people in general. You know, like, because the dating scene in general has gone so haywire with COVID, and like people don't really know how to function. First of all, people don't know how to function in general in each other's faces, because we're losing that through social media and being on like on our phones all the time. Yeah. But now it's like, we're in quarantine where people are just bored and people are just lonely. And now it's our first Corona cuffing season. Right. And people are like, yeah, I shouldn't go to work, but like, I'm trying to go on dates. I'm trying to go to parties. And, you know, like, I think it's crazy that like people are still like, oh, you need a warm body to sleep next to in the winter time. I
still need my mate to survive COVID. We have to procreate.
Right. We still have to do it. Yeah. And like, this is going to be our first little Christmas of like, people are breaking up during Christmas. Like, is this the last straw? You know what I'm saying? Like, now I'm quarantined with you all year. You thought you was getting a gift? Like, you know,
I think we didn't squeezed out that kind of hard part though, because I feel like when the whole pandemic thing first started and everybody had to be at home, now your dynamic in your relationship is changing. If you guys live together, because y'all home all the time. So this nigga be biting his toenails. And you ain't even know, because he do it when you gone. You feel me? You feel me? He do it when you gone. So you don't know he be up here, his whole fungus in there and all. You like, I'm kissing this nigga. Like, yeah, you feel me?
That's why you gotta pick your sword.
This nigga licked his finger, stuck in the mashed potatoes and tasted it.
Ew.
When I tell you.
This what you know?
Oh my God, I just thought about it. Oh my God, ew. I just thought about what she's thinking about. Ew.
I'm finna tell it.
Oh, she's gonna tell it. Go ahead.
Go. I've seen my ex-boyfriend.
I don't even want to hear
live on video chat.
Okay.
Eat a booger out his nose.
He said, wah, 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 wah. Ooh. And then what did he do? He denied it.
He denied.
He videotaping this or somebody?
They were on video chat.
We were on video chat.
Oh, he didn't realize or something? Or?
Oh, I thought he was on live.
No. We were video chatting.
They were video chatting. He was too comfortable, and he just went digging for treasures and found one and ate it. He needed a snack.
From the whoop to the whoop.
To the wop. It was ew. Ew.
Did you just...
You know what that says to me?
It made me like, when you get cold chills and you feel like you're going to throw up and it's like, like when you see like a big dog or like something
you like that kid in that meme picture where he's like... everything behind him's all blurry.
That's her.
I was like, did you just eat your booger? He like...
No. But you know why? You know why I'm saying no? Because I do this all the time, and I forgot you was here.
Oh, him. That's exactly.
I'm saying him. I'm saying
y'all heard it first.
He on some like. He like on some like.
Yeah,
this
he was
is
so
regular.
comfortable on the phone.
Oh shit! You see,
that's what I said.
Yeah,
he forgot.
I was like, this ain't new.
No.
Yeah,
you did that off top. You didn't hesitate.
He been waiting all day for that one. He could feel it. He was like, oh.
I'm gonna leave this one. I'm gonna leave this one for later so it can get thicker.
I was disgusted. I wanted to clown him like back in the day on like the Foursquare, like grade school.
Oh, you almost gave him a spatula hand.
Like
you wanted to rip his neck for it. You wanted to get it with one of these from back in the day.
Yes. Rip. It was.
Hence why that's her ex-boyfriend. Let's start.
No, that's among other reasons, but.
Damn.
But the one little golden nugget that came out of it.
Ew.
The golden nugget.
Okay, well I have a question. Since it's Christmas time,
the emerald nugget.
When is it too early to give?
Right. That's how you get the Rona.
When is it too early to give gifts? Like, so if you started dating like in December, do you give gifts right now?
Never too early to give gifts.
Or do you wait till February? Like if you start dating somebody in the fall, do you wait till Valentine's Day?
It's not about the time frame of the gift. It's about the type of gift.
So, but the bitch didn't like flowers. So how are you supposed to know that she doesn't want a Christmas gift after only dating you a month?
A gift could be a coffee in the morning. A gift could
what if she like coffee?
Well,
and you find out and that's your way of giving a gift.
I'm not
to go with the coffee.
I'm not one of them dudes who's not gonna know if she don't like coffee.
But that's because you're a Pisces, so you're a little bit different. So
I'm not a Pisces.
Yeah, who's not a Pisces? You're Aries. What are you?
I'm Aries.
Oh, you are Aries. Oh, just kidding.
Don't turn up your nose.
Never mind. Never mind.
No wonder. Never mind.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like a gift can be any one of those things. I feel like I personally am not the type to buy a chick like a car or really expensive.
I would hope not.
Or a leather jacket or something in the first week or month that I'm even talking to her.
Damn.
Yeah.
It'll take a little time, you know what I'm saying? But once you get into, I feel like.
So what's a little bit of time? Level, that's what I'm saying. What's the level? So if you start dating in September, are you buying a Christmas gift?
You know what? I used the wrong word. The right word instead of time is experience. When you get a certain level of experience with the person you dating, that's when you know it's the appropriate move to give a certain gift.
But what if she expects a gift because we've been talking for a month? Just because.
How much?
And it's exactly, and it's a holiday. What if they're just? What if? Because you don't ever know until you never really know how basic somebody is till it comes to gift giving at Christmas time. Because bitches be thinking they are owed gifts for just existing.
I'm gonna keep it real. In that month's time, if there's one holiday and this is the time this is coming up, this is a learning experience. This is the
golfing day. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
This is boom. I know from now on she super. I need a gift on this wooty woo day. This
so, but what if you feel like you're at a certain place in your relationship after a month and it's Christmas, and she feels like you're at a different place, and she's thinking, I'm going to get him this great gift because I feel it, and I'm getting you a gift, and you're kind of like, so you don't get a gift for her, and she gets a gift for you. Do you feel like it's too early, bless you, it's too early for her to get you a gift, or do you just feel like at that point there was some miscommunication? Because women can tend to give gifts more, like, women want to buy gifts more than men will. You know what I mean? Do you feel the pressure of, like, if you were given a gift, like, oh, crap, now I need to buy something? Do you feel like that?
No.
You're like, I didn't like you enough.
No pressure for me.
What about for Valentine's Day? Are you the same way with Valentine's Day?
You know what? It depends. I feel like
that's the touchy one.
Yeah, because people really get hurt by Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day is different. Like I feel like
even chocolates and flowers.
Even if you're not the type of person who's like, holiday is not a holiday to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even
like
if you're
me.
not that type of person,
Right.
I feel like you got to know the person that you're dealing with, and if they are taking this serious and they're like, oh, this is one of those days where I want somebody to do something, not even like you need to, I just want for myself somebody to do things for me on this day.
Yeah,
then I'm gonna do that for because I'm doing that for you. I'm not doing that for this day. I know on this day, like your birthday, I know on your birthday that it means something. You're going to be expecting something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If Valentine's Day is one of those days, if February, what is it, 14th? Mm-hmm. If February 14th is one of these days for you. And to me, that's no different than if they got a family member that passed and they're like every day, this
whatever
day of
day.
this month,
Yeah.
I go to the gravesite and I lay flowers or something. I'm gonna be there for that. So to me, it's the same thing. Valentine's Day, if that's something they really hold important. But if it's just in general, I'm not walking around
like some people like Valentine's and then don't care about their birthday.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, okay.
Yeah.
Or don't care about Valentine's Day, but care about Mother's Day.
Right.
You know, because it's not that
right.
far after. It's only a couple of months.
Or Veterans Day, because their dad was,
yeah.
whatever.
I think people hold those holidays to like crazy high standards, and I always just find it funny that like people that start dating prior to those holidays, it's always like do I get a Christmas gift? Should I not get a Christmas? And like you were saying, it's a connection, but then it's like, what if it's not a connection? And what if because I thought we were here and we were really here, and now that I got you this great gift, could end what we were doing because you're like, yeah, you're too involved and I'm head out, because I thought this was just chill and you over here buying me like matching candle sets for the bedroom,
he's standing
like,
at your
or
door in a candle suit.
Yeah, exactly, something weird, and you're just like, yo, I got us tickets to the movies, like,
right,
or I got you your favorite candy, like, and she's over here like in a trench coat. So I don't know, I find it interesting because as a child, like when you're like a teenager, it's like every holiday, if you have a boyfriend, it's like everything. Your person would buy you something for everything, and then you get older and you're kind of like, so you want Christmas or you want your birthday?
Right.
Like,
it's like, so I'm going to pay that bill for you.
Or you want to eat on Thursday. You want Christmas dinner or you want Christmas gifts?
You want New Year's or do you want to do something we're going to do vacation? It's in the summer or it's Christmas. You better pick one.
That's another thing that's got to be understood too, especially in times like, today.
Yeah.
Because you can't just expect like
crazy ass gifts.
I've been hearing from a couple of different, friends of mine, they have situations with their girls where they're like, oh, you don't take me nowhere no more. And I'm telling my homies like, where the hell are you supposed to take her at?
This is when you should get creative and create a restaurant inside the house.
To pick up and take out from the restaurant or something? Or like, what are y'all supposed to be doing? Like, really the only thing you can do is kind of like go to the beach or... just simple
even
stuff
that
like
is hella people at the beach because everybody's thinking that. Everybody's trying to go to the beach.
Yeah,
they said on the news, go to the beach. I'm like, y'all stupid. And when we were at the beach, there was a lot of people there.
But you can still find places where you can take a little stroll.
So it's weird now that you said that, though. The news is telling you to go to the beach, but in the summer, they were like, don't go to the beach.
Outdoor activities, hiking, whatever, and go to the beach.
But I'm just saying, like, how now they're saying, a couple months later, they're like, go to the beach, versus in the summer, they were like, don't go to the beach, it's surging. And now it's like, we're at the highest numbers ever, but go to the beach.
This is the
it's like, so thanks. So what are we supposed to do?
What the hell they talking about?
They don't.
They don't know how it transmits. They don't know who's catching it, how they catching it, none of that. So they're just like, well, everybody stop moving.
Mm-hmm. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Wear a mask when you're having sex. That was said.
Stay protected and stay protected.
Stay protected and stay
They didn't say nothing about condoms though. They said wear the mask though. They said the article said nothing about condoms, but it said wear that mask though.
Yeah, I think that's crazy. Like a lot of guys, like they'll be like, "Well, you got your mask," and it's like, "Boy, didn't you try to have sex with that girl with no condom?" Like,
you're worried about a mask.
You're worried about a mask.
Didn't you eat her whole booty? Talk about you got your mask, baby.
But you worried about a mask.
But you worried about a mask.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, people be worried about the wrong stuff.
Ain't been to the doctor in I don't know how long.
Oh,
right.
Hey, dudes kill me with that. Hey, you know what? And I'm not the type to be on this, but I know a lot of dudes who are. And this is to any of the fellas watching.
I'm scared.
Go to the doctor, bro.
Okay.
Get checked out.
Yep.
And make sure that's a regular occurrence because there's a lot of dudes who are like,
what?
They don't go.
Look, if she ain't got nothing, I ain't got nothing.
Oh no, that's not.
If she don't tell me if she don't tell me that she got nothing, I'm straight. That's how they look at it. They're not going to the doctor. They're not you know. So fellas, whoever's watching, wherever wherever you at.
And ladies too, go get a pap.
Everybody needs to go.
New York to LA,
you feel me? And your mammograms.
They telling y'all to go get these COVID tests, but it's other stuff.
And go get your prostate checked.
Yes, go get your prostates checked.
Go get your prostates checked.
And then to me, it's more shameful to come out and not be taking care of yourself and catch some shit than it is to actually go to the doctor. To me, that's
yeah.
You know. Or you like, the homie died from chlamydia. Like, come
on. Like, you died from what?
He had it for 20 years. Like,
oh, damn. Yeah, that's crazy.
Don't know.
It happens sometimes.
But that's what I'm saying. But it can... That's what they say, but it's like it has to be extreme. Like you didn't know, no treatment, all that.
But I know a lot of men who are afraid to go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. Who haven't been in years and years.
Yeah, yeah, and you need to go. I mean, it's scary, but just the whole feeling of like, oh shit, what could happen? But you have to go. Like you have to at least go get checked out, especially as Black people, because we could get cancer. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like we have higher rates of getting cancer, things. So it's
diabetes,
like exactly. So it's worth the uncomfortableness of going. It's worth getting comfortable being uncomfortable at the doctor. That's the one place that it's like, just get with it, just do it. Cause
I want to go until my doctor's familiar with me. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, but
to where I walk in and they like, oh, you don't look so well. Or they, you're looking great, or you got something, you got a little something on your neck, or
they're very they know and knowledgeable.
Yeah, this is how I want, because it's like taking your car to the mechanic. Your body is just a biological machine. Soft tissue. But you take your car to a mechanic. To me, you want to stick with the same one or the ones that know your car. You feel me?
Yeah.
If they work on foreigns, if they work on BMWs or whatever, and to me it's the same thing with a doctor. I want to know or stick with a doctor who knows me, who knows my machine.
Yeah. That's true. Because I've heard people say, like, I don't know, in certain health groups, health nets and stuff, I'm not going to name any names, but like where it's like, I had 6 doctors come and tell me like 4 different things, like, and you don't have your just regular doctor that you feel like does know you. And because I feel like so many people don't have regular health care, it's hard to get that doctor thing. But even if you can't get that full experience and you're resorted to go to a clinic or to go wherever you need to go, like, go.
I'm just saying familiarity is important, because you may go to the doctor and I feel like this kind of creates the dynamic of you being able to say something is wrong and the doctor believe you. Because sometimes you go to the doctor and you tell them, oh, I feel this or I feel that, and they're just like, oh, it's probably, give you some Tylenol, you'll be good.
Yeah.
Like, if you tell them and you've been going to them, you've been feeling good, so they see how you are on a regular basis.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now you're like, I'm getting this strange pain in my something. They're doing tests and they're like, well, I don't see anything. Yeah. I feel like when you have that familiarity with that doctor, they're going to be able to tell you like, yo, like, I don't see anything, but let me refer you to the specialist, because
you're absolutely right.
I never seen this.
You're absolutely right. I was just saying, for everybody that doesn't have the luxury of having to see the same doctor, everybody doesn't have that. If you don't have insurance, it's hard to see the same doctor.
Right.
So that's all I was saying, was like, even if you can't get that familiarity, you still need to go get yourself checked out. Like, it's still worth it. And hopefully you can maybe try to see the same doctor. But even if you can't and you don't get that, you still should be getting checked out. Because regardless, a doctor's going to know when they see something that needs to come out of your body. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying? And even if you have to take that time to go to somebody else to be like, I don't know if Dr. Jameson really knows what he's talking about. And let me spend this like $50 to go get an exam because this lump feels weird. You know what I'm saying?
When you go to the doctor too, you learn stuff. I feel like you got to take a lesson out of everything. And anytime you go to the doctor, you're going to hear something, whether it's what your blood pressure is supposed to be, how you might feel if it gets too high or too low, how something might manifest if it's an infection or something like this. So if you're at home and you don't have no doctor around, something happens, you're like, oh, this looks like what.
Better teledoc that shit right away.
Or I'm getting this weird feeling that
WebMD and teledoc, because you can get on and FaceTime them and be like, yeah, so this doesn't feel right. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They have it like that?
Yeah, they definitely have that, and it's great. It's like people use it all the time, especially because of COVID.
I didn't know it was like user friendly like that. Like I know you can put a live chat request. You can like FaceTime it. They had people that would just answer.
That's what's up.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's like teledoc or something. Yeah, but.
So then get tested.
Right, get tested. Be safe out here, with everything that's going on. Because if you can go get COVID tested and get COVID vaccinated, those of you that are going to do that, you can go get
that rapid HIV, AIDS,
all that, and make sure, especially for everybody out here just trying to bang through Christmas. Like, it's not a pandemic. Y'all out here playing. Y'all started with going to parties and stuff without masks, and now I just feel like I've seen too many posts, and I'm like, this is out of control.
Well, some of them is pumping and jumping with masks on, so they being halfway safe.
All that heat and body I don't want no part of all that coughing
No.
I cannot do it.
Ooh, so did you guys see that video of the little boy? I think it's a TikTok of a little boy in his class going from teacher to teacher, testing the diamonds on their wedding rings. He has the little machine that you put it to the diamond, and it goes beep, and it like shows you the whatever of the diamonds if it's real.
Wow.
And he comes across at least 5 teachers that he's like, I don't think it's real. And then she's like, try the little ones, and he's like, those aren't real.
Like glass.
They got on the phone, was calling their husbands, like, this little boy up here saying my ring ain't real.
She looked like she was like maybe late 30s.
A couple of them.
She was like, I have this little boy in here. He's telling me that my ring is fake. What are you talking about? Yeah. I was like...
No, and then there was an older lady who was like, that's my 25-year anniversary. And she was like...
be real.
You could tell she was like, that y'all been married for like my whole life at least. And
she was like, this the engagement, that's the wedding man, this is my 25th anniversary. He had test that one.
Yep, test that one. And then she was on the phone like, this boy up here saying my ring ain't real. What the hell going on? I was like, oh. And the boy was just like, I'm out of here.
Wow, they was like, get out of here. Yeah. They was on him. But
he did like every teacher.
Again, you can't give every piece of information to everybody.
But see, you know what's funny about that is that women want to know. Every woman that he was like, hey,
of course.
He was like, hey, are you married? And they'd be like, yeah. And then,
come on.
Yeah, and then he'd be like, oh, well, I've been testing my teacher's rings. I've been testing teachers' rings out here. Like, can I test yours? And I'd be like,
yup. They be confident.
Look, check this out. Everybody want to know the real.
Yeah. But it's like, the fact that it's
kids stall you out.
Can they handle the real? Imagine. And why couldn't he tell you that it was fake? And how much that's so like.
Imagine somebody going through
of a ring.
I don't know. We're at the basketball courts or somewhere where people hang out, and there's somebody walking around with some type of tester that tells you whether or not your Nikes or Jordans is fake.
Ooh.
Now all the dudes like, hey, my nigga, go check your shit. Go check your shit. I know my shit real. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody want to know. It's the same thing for dudes. It's just with a different item.
But so what do you do when she comes home and tells you, why wasn't my ring real? What do you say?
I'm going to come back and tell her why they said these Jordans was fake.
Right, so why? Yeah, what you going to do if your
girl He's the nigga that's not going to admit that he gave you the fake ring.
I'm bringing that up. Because we both have concerns. You feel me? But neither one of our concerns is more important than the other one. So, yeah, you talking about your ring and shit, but what about my Jordans, though?
So I can't buy you no fake J's? Like, you can't
but what if your J's are real and your ring is fake?
It's still a rock. Right?
No. 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 It's not working. No.
I thought it was the thought that, what are we doing here?
No. It's
water when you in the light.
That's just as bad as not telling that somebody cheating. That's just, them are on the same lines. You got me a fake ass diamond.
You know what?
You've been fucking the neighbor and best friend you didn't tell me.
Dang.
But that's
a cold nigga.
Tell you.
that's a cold brother right there.
No, not the ring. I'm talking about the cheating.
Oh, I thought you was combining them situations. Like, brother, you doing too much. You gave her the fake ring and you cheating.
Right.
I mean, hey.
Hey, that be happening too.
I feel like if you're buying a fake ring, though, you're not telling anybody. I just feel like men are that smart that if I'm gonna buy this fake ass ring, I'm not gonna tell a soul that it's fake. I'm gonna take that to the grave.
But
you think so?
Knows.
Yeah, somebody knows. The little boy was the thing, and I would find him and be like, "Go ahead and check me out."
Or like your homie, like say if it's your best friend, a man, he's gonna be like, I got a ring, and he'll be like, you got a ring, and knowing he didn't have $10 yesterday to go eat.
The homie told you to get this.
So you got a ring, and
he's not asking. He told you to get
it. Like how much did you spend? He's like, $300.
The 25-year engagement ring, though? Nah, bruh.
No. I'm just saying in general, like
that's Cuba's.
The wedding ring,
man might tell his closest friend, "Oh, it's fake."
I don't know.
You think he'll go to the grave with that?
I think so, because you don't want to risk her. I don't know. I don't feel like any of those men are mentally prepared for their wife to come home saying, why the fuck isn't my ring real? So I feel like they're smart enough to at least take that to the grave, if nothing else. If you're going to cheat and get caught, that's on you. But you're going to take that ring to the grave because you have to deal with that for the rest of your life. If you cheat, she could leave. But you got me a fake ass ring.
ASAP.
Exactly. But I don't know. I feel like it's not. I feel like hopefully those men took that to the grave and then they can just try to finesse that out or something. And I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens more with that boy if he makes any more videos.
Right? We're going to have to wrap this up. Yes. Let us know what you guys think. If you guys would tell if somebody was caught cheating. Mm-hmm. Do you like eggnog?
Please say you do.
What is your love language?
Right.
Yeah.
You like gifts. Love language.
You know?
Yeah.
Let us know. We're going to try and get some posts going so we can get some things going for you guys as far as your feedback and everything. But thank you for joining us. Thank you for our lovely guest, cousin.
Thank you for having me.
Returning again in studio.
Thank you for being with us.
Yes. Thank you so much. It was so much fun.
I know. It's always fun.
As usual.
Yeah.
So hope you guys enjoyed the show. Make sure you guys follow us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram as well. And tune in to our next show every other Wednesday at 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. You got 15 minutes because we got time.
Bam. See you later.